It's alright. Hush.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about a scary thing today. Yes, a super scary video game called Roblox the Mimic. Yes, it is made by a person called MUCDICH, and this game is freaking out Roblox players around the world. We're going to be talking about some of the top moments done by one of our favorite YouTubers, Flamingo, when they're playing the game, and some crazy things that have actually happened during these games. It's going to be insane, so make sure to watch till the end of the video. Well, what actually happens in Roblox Mimic? Well, simply put, is a type of hair-raising video game that is designed by the person we said before and is available on the Roblox platform. There are two options available, such as you can either play single player or multiplayer, and it's sort of like a Korean horror movie. Like, the graphics are quite scary and the interface is filled with darkness, which could scare pretty much anyone. It's like some of the most scariest games. Like, what it's actually about is the player goes back to their old high school in hopes of finding their missing friend, and however they encounter a mysterious entity that lurks within the school. There's a lot of jump scares in the game. It's all crazy. We're going to be talking about all of it. So drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment, and let's jump straight into part number one. Well, the first moment that we have for you guys is the actual title screen. The title screen is actually super ominous and really quite scary. Like, it just opens up and there's sort of like a whole flashing light playing, and it's really creepy to look at. There's a whole flashing light and it says like single player, multiplayer, and the words "the Mimic" in red, and it's actually super creepy, and the music is really eerie. Like, it actually sounds really scary. Like, if you actually tried it, it's kind of fun to play, if I'm being honest. Like, the amount of like scares you get is awesome. And the second moment is a Flamingo moment from one of his actual videos. So Flamingo is walking around and he says, like, because the game's premise is that it's actually an old high school. What he says is, "Man, this is an old high school." He says, "I wish every old high school had a demon in it, but like you could go and explore and you could film a video and legitimately get chased." So he's saying, like, what if a school actually had a demon in it, like just like in the Mimic when there's actual demons in the high school. It's kind of weird, like, if you look at these like having an actual demon. Why would he say that? Well, it's pretty creepy, like, for him to say that, because the actual game's premise is that, which is what makes it even creepier. Like, the actual game's premise. Part number three, is actually Flamingo saying, if you make one of these, so there's like a sort of cross on the floor, like a star symbol, and it's sort of like a whole ritual place. If you look down, there's actually a whole room which has a really creepy ritual-esque style, and it has like a whole star underneath on the floor, and it has a whole strange thing. It's so creepy, and Flamingo said, if you say Robux, something can happen. It's so scary to look at because of the amount of things that happened there in throughout history and everything. It's kind of creepy to have a whole room dedicated to just this. Moment number 4 is actually Flamingo was he's running around the hallway, and he's running down the hallway, and when you look, this is just in general, not just with Flamingo, if you're running around this hallway in the game, there's a massive super long hallway with loads of black windows and everything, and when you're running around the hallway, all there's this black stuff crawling on the ceiling, and it's super creepy. You should not look at it. Flamingo did the whole round without looking at any of it, and he just ran all the way along it, and there's this black stuff crawling across the ceiling trying to capture you, and you have to outrun it as the lights are all flickering, turning on and off. You've got to get away from it, and it's super scary, and then there's an actual person in there. In moment number 5, there is actually one of the weirdest scrolls just lying on the floor, and it says on the scroll, "Hey, if you're reading this, I don't know how much longer you have left before you come into contact with her. Be careful out there, and whatever you do, don't go into that basement. The keys are in the room across this one, and please just throw it out. I couldn't do it myself. That key wasn't normal, it's cursed. If you choose to go in there, no promises you'll be making it back. What's so creepy about this letter is it's right in front of a massive pathway, and when you go through this pathway, we'll be talking about that in the next part. Well, actually, it's so creepy because this letter just sort of tells people about how they shouldn't, like, even carry on with the game, which is kind of scary because it's just a game. Like, why would you not want to carry on? This game is super creepy in of itself. Like, if you're a little kid, I recommend that you don't play this, but in general, it's just super scary to have a letter like this just showing up in the middle of your game. And in part number 6, the final moment, and basically what happens is you go through the black door next to the little parchment, like the paper that has all the warnings on it. When you walk through, there's a black painted wall, and then there's just water everywhere. There's nothing but water in this tunnel, water everywhere, and it's sort of dimly lit. And it's actually one of the scariest things I've ever seen. This is such a big scary moment in the game. There's a red person at the end of the tunnel, like a red woman, just crying and her head and moving, and there's a really scary noise playing. This is actually like one of the super creepiest. Like, it actually gets me kind of scared when I think about it, because there's literally like a red woman crying over there and screaming. Like, how is this on Roblox? So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, then let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much. Drop a like, drop a sub to the channel, or drop a comment down below, and let us know what your favorite moment from this was. Thank you so much, and without further ado, I'll see you on the next one.
But that's alright. Hush.